Aloha, Nancy Drew Clue Crew. My name is Michael Gray, and today I am playing Nancy Drew Creature of Kapu Cave. The Creature of Kapu Cave, game number 15 in the Nancy Drew series. I am playing this game as part of a 2014 Mega Marathon where I play every single game in the Nancy Drew series. Can you believe we're already halfway through this series? This year, Nancy Drew number 30, the Shattered Medallion, is going to be released. Specifically, it is going to be released this year on May 20th. So, this game is the 15th game in the series. As I said, it was released on October 1st, 2006. I am playing this game live on YouTube in front of a live studio audience. Hello, everybody in the studio audience. They're talking about robots and SpaghettiOs. Sounds delicious. Well, not robotic SpaghettiOs. That doesn't sound delicious, but SpaghettiOs sounds delicious.
I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations.
My desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book entitled How to Be a Detective. It's really helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put a memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous, and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is.
And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
So this is a first for the series, and also a last. The last game in the series to use that old book menu, which you saw at the beginning. Let me see. This is the first game where you play as somebody besides Nancy for an extended period of time, right? And today, Nancy is going to solve... She's going to... Hawaii... How do you pronounce... Oh, Hawaii! Right. She's going to Hawaii to work with Dr. Quigley Kim, an entomologist! An entomologist. And she has to stop off first at Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursion Center in order to pick up keys for the car, which she will then drive to the jungle where she's working with the entomologist. Let's get started on Senior Detective Mode. Dr. Quigley Kim's Base Camp, Volcano National Park, Hawaii. Scary. What the? Huh? Boom, 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 boom. Tape recorder, record my voice. Let people hear what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we are here at Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursion. And I'm still not sure if it's the island which is big, there are multiple islands in Hawaii, or whether it is Mike himself who is big. You know, the positioning of the big was really kind of hard to tell. Oh, I think Mike is the one who is big.
Just off the bus, huh? If you're looking for a real deal Hawaiian vacation, you got off at the right spot.
He might even be larger than the island, some of the islands.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody named Big Island Mike.
That's me. You by yourself?
Not really. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, just in case whoever told you about this place didn't give you the lowdown, here it is. You sign up with Big Island Mike, you'll live like a real Hawaiian. Work like they work, play like they play. No tourist stuff. From me, you get authentic.
So you're kind of a travel agent?
See, I'm like a tailor. Only I don't make clothes, I make vacations. Real, honest-to-goodness Hawaiian vacations. Custom-made to fit just you and you alone. You like the beach? I'll get you to the beach, but I'll also keep you busy. Busy doing things real Hawaiians have done for 1,000 years. And you'll have a good time doing it, I'll make sure. In fact, I've got a couple of guys staying here about your age. They're from the mainland, too. I got those boys surfing, shelling, fishing, snorkeling, everything. You sign up, you'll do everything, too. Maybe even at the same time as them, huh?
Actually, I am here for a working vacation, but it's not with you. My name's Nancy Drew.
Oh, you're the wahine who's going to be working up there in the rainforest with Dr. Kim studying bugs. You're going to have to pick them up and put them in jars and stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna bug me.
Well, I hope so. I think bugs are really interesting.
Better to be working for Dr. Kim than up at the Hili Hili. That doctor there, he makes people mess with stuff way worse than bugs.
What's the Hili Hili?
The Hili Hili Research Center, everything up there's a big mystery. People who work at Hili Hili, they never stay long. And when they leave, they don't talk.
Well, I should probably get going.
Dr. Kim arranged for you to use one of my rigs. Got the key right here, but you know what? I'm not gonna give it to you.
That's because I accidentally ate the key. Sorry, Nancy, I thought it was food.
You're not.
A Big Island Mike immersion excursion beats chasing bugs around the jungle any day. And to prove it, I'm not gonna give you the key until you go to the beach, collect some shells, and make a necklace for me. You can put the shells you find in here. Make me an aloha necklace. There's a picture of it over at the necklace-making table.
Oh dear, dear Big Island Mike.
But I really think I should go meet Dr. Kim like I'm supposed to.
You make the necklace, I give you the key. Only you know what? You're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna walk on the beach, look for shells, sit and string them. You're gonna get so relaxed, you're gonna come back in here and say, "You were right, Big Island Mike. Forget the bug doctor. Sign me up. You'll see."
Okay, so, bug jokes. Why did the beetle cross the road? Because it's a Volkswagen! Whoa! Volkswagen Beetle? Huh? Wow, hey, we're in Hawaii! What do you know? Wow, Hawaii.
A little surfer shack. Too bad it's closed. Whoever runs it is probably off surfing.
So, let's meet with these guys. I mean, Big Island Mike was playing matchmaker with Nancy and these cute guys from the mainland. Let's see if these cute guys are anywhere there. You know, I don't remember going to Hawaii myself, so it can't be me. So, I guess it must be guys who are slightly less cute.
Hello?
So, did you arrive okay?
Ned, hi! Oh, perfect timing. I just got here. In fact, I'm on the beach.
The bug doctor's on the beach?
No, I have to collect shells and make a necklace before I can get the keys she's left for me. It's a long story.
Well, I wish I could be there with you. Believe me, it's done nothing but rain nonstop since I dropped you off at the airport. The sky's just this constant shade of gray. It'd be depressing even with you here. But with you not here, it's...
Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this, but Frank and Joe Hardy are here.
What? Are you sure?
Positive. Hey, listen, I'll call you later, okay?
But...
Bye.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
I just got here. I'm going to be helping this entomologist Dad heard about do field work for the next 2 weeks. What are you guys doing here?
We got here yesterday. Believe it or not, we're on assignment. Joe, keep it down. Richard Akins, the CEO of Akins Biotech, he hired us to do kind of a background check on Pua Mapu and her father, Mike Mapu. She's an up-and-coming world-class surfer. He runs a local business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions.
No kidding. I'm supposed to pick up a car at Big Island Mike's. What does this Akins guy need a background check for?
He's thinking about using Pua in the ad campaign for one of his products. He wants to make sure there aren't any skeletons in either of the Mapu's closets before he makes her an offer. Since she teaches surfing for her dad, we signed up for one of his immersion excursions so we could get to know her and make sure she's as squeaky clean as she seems. Akins figured someone who was closer to her own age could find out a lot more than some private investigator.
So you were basically hired to vacation in Hawaii and learn how to surf. Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be doing some hardcore snooping, too.
Yeah, Akins wants us to make sure Mapu's business is also squeaky clean. But the guy never leaves his office, which so far has made rummaging through his paperwork impossible.
So you're doing field work for an entomologist?
Yep, just me and Dr. Kim and a couple thousand of her closest insect-type friends out there in the jungle.
Well, watch out for Kane Okala.
Aw, Joe.
Watch out for who?
Kane Okala. That's Hawaiian for rough-skinned man.
He's this legendary guy who got half burned up in a volcano a millennium or two ago, and now whenever something really bad happens on the island, people start saying they've seen him in the jungle. He doesn't like people messing with his island, see, so he goes on these rampages. Apparently his temper is as nasty as his complexion.
And there have been a lot of sightings lately, probably because of the pineapples.
What's wrong with the pineapples?
The pineapples have been growing so poorly on this part of the island that people say there may not even be a local crop this year. But nobody can say why. Although I'm willing to bet this Kane Okala guy could.
Joe.
If he really existed, which of course he does not. Happy, Frank?
Well, I better get going. Good luck, you guys. I have my cell phone, so keep in touch.
You too. In fact, if there's anything you need out there,
Food, toiletries, monster repellent.
call us anytime, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you, Nance.
So I'm going to let you people in the studio audience decide, do you like the Hardy Boys, the way they look here in this game, better than they did in Nancy Drew, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon? So here I want to find shells along the beach, and it's very nice and relaxing. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Shell here. And there we go. I think I found all the shells I need. Hooray! So somebody has lost all of the pineapples. The pineapples are going crazy. That's not good.
Big Island Mike told me to make an aloha necklace.
Okay, so here's a joke. Okay, so why did the pineapple truck stop halfway through the road? Because...
Here we go. So what shells do I need?
The pineapple truck stopped halfway through the road because it ran out of juice. Whoo! Pineapple juice. It's a joke. Okay, sorry if it's not a very good joke. Now I'm feeling kind of crushed. Crushed pineapple. It's another joke! Whoa! And this is why I'm not allowed to visit Hawaii.
They're beautiful. I'll just give this to Mr. Mapu and be on my way.
I mean, the only person in Hawaii who likes my jokes is that one guy with the deep voice. You know, when I tell the jokes, he always gives aloha. Yep. Very aloha. Hey, Big Island Mike.
You finished the necklace.
If you could give the extra shells I collected to those two guys from the mainland, that'd be great. May I keep the necklace I made?
Sorry. My idea, my necklace. But the rig key is yours.
Thank you. Hey!
One more thing. Kane Okala.
So, Frank's hair, wait, which one's Frank and which one's Joe again? The blonde one? I don't like his hair in this game, mainly because it looks like he's got a bad comb-over, like he's a bald guy with a comb-over. But the other one, Joe, the one with darker hair, he looks fine. You know, I have no problems with him.
That
With the way he
rough-skinned
looks.
Guy? What about him?
It's the people at Hili Hili. They're doing something that Kane Okala doesn't like. That's why he's back. The people that say he's just a legend, don't believe them.
I'll remember that, really.
Hope I don't regret this. The rig's out front. Got a GPS system and everything. The location of Dr. Kim's camp's already programmed in.
I heard that something weird seems to be going on with the pineapple crop this year. What have you heard about it?
It's the Hili Hili. Whatever they're doing up there, it's gonna end up ruining the pineapple fields. The newspapers know the truth. They're just too afraid of the Hili Hili lawyers to write the truth.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Mahalo.
Okay, so what sort of bug is good at math? An accountant. Yeah, okay, so we have problems with the pineapple crop. That's not good. And crazy security at the Healy Lab, and William Shakespeare is here on the right. What is William Shakespeare doing? William... He's not from Hawaii. I don't think. pretty sure he's not from Hawaii. Like 99% sure. Okay, so Frank has dark hair and Joe is blonde? Is that what people are saying? Okay. So I like Frank's model in this game. I don't like Joe's model so much. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, nothing against blonde people. It's just his particular hairdo. Uh-oh, what's this bridge? So cool.
Stuck in a ditch. Great. Well, hopefully Dr. Kim will be able to help me get it out. Uh-oh. Sounds like I missed a call.
You have reached Nancy Drew, who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hi, Nance, it's Joe. Listen, Big Island Mike heard on the radio that the bridge on the road leading to that bug lady's camp just washed out. So I hope you get this message before you get to her place, because if you've already crossed the bridge, it sounds like you won't be able to get back into town for a couple of days. In any case, be careful, and again, if there's anything Frank or I can do, just holler. Take care.
So, on top of being stuck in a ditch, I'm stranded in the jungle. Well, at least I'm not alone. I mean, I won't be when I find Dr. Kim. Oh my gosh, this place is a mess. What happened? And where's Dr. Kim?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so, the car is stuck.
I can't go anywhere until I get this thing out of the ditch.
Oh dear, oh dear. So we need to solve the puzzle of getting unstuck, and we need to listen to
A
this.
tape recorder. There's a tape in it. Looks like it needs to be rewound.
I'm Dr. Quigley Kim, and this is an oral record of my activities on the Big Island, beginning with today, March 11th. Hopefully I'll remember to use this thing every day, but I much prefer writing things down. And frankly, I don't care much for hearing myself on tape. It makes me sound very nasal for some strange reason. Of course, this whole recording thing was my father's idea. I mean, just because he always kept an oral journal when he was in the field, he automatically assumed I'd want to too. So he practically forced me to... There I go again. Well, at least with this thing, when I start digressing, I can just push this button and... Already, I'm forgetting to use this thing. Okay, now it's March 15th. My camp's all set up and my equipment's all ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm going to start rigging fast traps. I probably should have started doing that today, but I spent the whole morning observing a colony of feral bees. Man, I hope somebody answers the ad my mentor placed in that newsletter. If she could get me an assistant, I could spend the whole day observing whatever insect I want. Oh, would that be cool or what?
I'm surprised that Quigley didn't get a baseball player to be her assistant entomologist. After all, baseball players are good at catching flies.
March 19th. This has never happened to me before, ever. But when I was out checking traps in the jungle today, I got the weirdest feeling that I was being watched. I mean, it was broad daylight, and I didn't see anybody or hear anything, but I just suddenly got this creepy feeling that I wasn't alone. Then, after about 3 minutes, it went away. It was just weird. It's March 24th. For the past 2 days now, I've heard this very odd humming sound coming from way deep in the jungle. Okay, to be honest, it sounds more like whispering. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's gone. And I have no idea what's causing it. I don't even have a theory as to what's causing it. I hate it. It's March 28th. Great news. Actually, lots of great news. I just got done with my initial fast jar content analysis, and it looks like something really strange is going on with the Norsabeta odorata larvae around here. Once I run these numbers through my formula machine, which I'm retrieving from my trunk even as I speak, once I run these numbers, I'll know for sure. And I'm getting an assistant. Somebody named Nancy Drew has agreed to fly out here for a couple of weeks and work for me, which means I'm on the verge of fame, fortune, and free labor. Woohoo! Is life good or what?
Wait, what? Nancy? Free labor? I'm gonna be working for free? At least I get to go to Hawaii.
tape ran out. What was that? I sure hope Dr. Kim is okay.
Alright, so we found out all about Dr. Quigley's secret plans. You either listen to this thing, what is it, the tape recorder, or you could bug her phone. Whoa! Oh, there are too many bug jokes in this.
Hello? Anybody here? Dr. Kim? She's gone. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Too many bug jokes in this video. Sorry. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm bugging people about this. It's not a smart move, you know. The smartest insect is the spelling bee, obviously. The oldest insect is the antique, and,
Nancy, welcome. Use
no
this
more
radio
jokes.
to call me at
Okay,
this
one more, but
frequency,
much later on in the game.
80305 QK.
Cool. So, we need to fix the radio, and in order to do that, we need to open up this thing. And you heard that Dr. Kim was pressing the buttons, right? So we need to duplicate the pattern. She was talking, and then we heard...
Malachi.
So this gives us information about Malachi Herbert Craven.
IQ of 182. Maintains blog. Solar power. Area code 312. Chicago, maybe?
Chicago, maybe? Yeah, let's call Chicago, see if that's it.
What else do we have in this trunk? A security pass for the Healy Research Center. Maybe someone there knows where Dr. Kim is.
And here's a clipboard.
Dr. Kim's notes. Whew, looks like Greek to me.
So let's actually call the Chicago people. Might as well.
LifeWorks Biochem? Dr. Kim, you're finally calling?
Yes, I am finally calling.
What's wrong with your nose? You sound so normal.
You know, somebody said the same thing to me just this morning.
How did you get this number?
Well, you see, Hello? Hello?
So, I don't think that's ever explained.
Somehow I've got to get this thing out of that ditch.
I think maybe that phone number is explained at one point. Let me see. Nancy's supposed to take a look at this thing and say, whoa, isn't this what powers the radio? So let me take another look at the radio.
The radio doesn't have any power. Still no power. Breaker 19, talk to me, come on.
Nancy! Where did that come from?
A solar panel. Looks like this is what powers the radio. Some of the photovoltaic cells are missing. A winch.
Yay, winches! Hooray! And this is how you help Nancy's car.
There.
And
Out of the ditch.
people in the studio audience are suggesting that Big Island Mike likes to do hula dancing in a grass skirt all the time.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, test.
I sincerely hope that is not the case. That would be kind of scary.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
New interface. I like it. What do you think? Nancy Breaker Niner. Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling for help from the Healy Research Facility. Oh, right. We're not allowed inside, so we need to use the security card.
State your business, please.
Hi, listen, I found this pass, and I wondered if...
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to put your hands up.
Put my hands up?
Put your hands up in the air and wave them around like you just don't care.
Who are you? Where did you get that pass?
Oh, and I got arrested.
Which question would you like me to answer first?
That pass was not issued to you. Now, where did you get it?
I think maybe I'd like to answer the other question.
All right, then. Who are you?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm Dr. Kim's temporary research assistant. Today's my first day. Are you...
I'm Malachi Craven, of course. I'm the head of this facility. Now explain yourself.
I have that pass because when I arrived, Dr. Kim's base camp was all torn up and I couldn't find her anywhere. So I went searching through her stuff for something that might tell me where she is. I thought that since she had that pass, someone here could tell me where she is.
Well, you thought wrong. And for your information, that pass was reported missing. She probably stole it weeks ago.
You think Dr. Kim stole it?
Oh, use your brain. This is a private research facility with highly restricted access. Of course she stole it.
All right, that's enough.
Excuse me?
You're jumping all over me when the only thing I did to you is tell you the truth. I know who you are, Dr. Craven. I know you're an incredibly gifted scientist whose work has never been fully appreciated. In fact, as an amateur horticulturist, I would give anything to know what you're doing with the plants in here. But being a genius does not give you the right to be rude.
Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. Everything you just said is quite correct. The genius part rings particularly true. How do you know about me?
So this is Dr. Craven, the man who is mad and angry and shouts all the time. But we're pretending to like him, so now he's going to be friendly to us.
Internet, mostly. Your blog is awesome.
That's true, too. If you're interested in horticulture, why are you assisting an entomologist?
Because I can make a lot of bug jokes, and I can't make a lot of plant jokes. That's why. That's the only reason.
She's the friend of a friend of a friend, that sort of thing. And when I heard there was a free round-trip ticket to Hawaii involved...
Smart girl.
What makes you think Dr. Kim stole that security pass?
That was just my temper talking. I obviously have no reason to suspect the good doctor of any criminal activity whatsoever.
I'm in desperate need of some photovoltaic cells so I can repair a solar panel back at camp. And I know you're a big proponent of solar energy, so could you by any chance spare me, say, 9 cells?
Tell you what, I'll give you all the cells you need after you harvest at least a dozen seeds from those plants down there. They represent an extremely promising cultivar that I've hybridized. Unfortunately, I've developed some kind of allergy to them, so that just being in the same room with them has me scratching like a dog at a flea circus. My getting seeds from them is out of the question. But since you're here, you can do it. Just pick a few pods, pop them open, and put only viable seeds into the container. To know what I mean by viable, just read the notes that I left down there.
He is so happy. You can do my job for me! Hooray!
Couldn't someone around here do it for you?
I run a lean, mean machine here. No one else has the time. Bring me 12 viable seeds, and those cells are yours.
I wouldn't say his machine is lean, but there's definitely a lot of meanness going on.
Can't check that out now.
But I want to rob Mr. Craven.
I'd love to see what's in that pocket. But if Dr. Craven caught me snooping in his things...
Yeah, Dr. Craven. Oh, I'd like to pick out the seeds, but I'd be itching like a dog at a flea circus. Unless it's a clean dog. A clean dog says, hey, long time no flea. Whoa! Okay, so viable seeds are ones that are brown with a white splotch. And this reminds me of a joke. I looked up a plant joke on the internet. What did one palm tree, what did the boy palm tree say to the girl palm tree? Let's have a date. Because the date is a type of fruit which grows on palm trees? I don't know. There are palm trees in Hawaii, right? It totally works for me to talk about them. Do I have 12 yet? Oh no, I only have 8. I need to find 4 more, but I'm all out of things to look at. Let's keep trying. 1, 2, 3-4.
There, 12 viable seats. I hope.
Oh no, people in the studio audience are still thinking about Big Island Mike wearing a grass skirt dancing the hula. I think I might be kind of happy if he does not do that. A hula hula man, a hula hula can, a hula hula with the hula shmoola hooligan. A Big Island Mike, it's the hooligan, a hula 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 hooligan.
Finished.
Very good. These will do just fine. And so, as I promised, instruct Olson to put a box of A3 photovoltaic cells into Miss Drew's vehicle as soon as possible.
Right away, Dr. Craven.
Unfortunately, even after I've destroyed those little green devils, I'm told it'll be some time before this itching stops.
Wait a minute. I thought you said everybody here was too busy to take on an extra job, and you just gave somebody an extra job, Dr. Craven. You are lying to me. Just because you have an awesome goatee does not give you the right to lie to Nancy Drew.
Isn't there something you could take for it?
I was prescribed an antihistamine, but I'm afraid taking it will make me too sleepy to get any work done.
Oh, sleepy Dr. Craven, sleepy boo.
Have you ever met Dr. Kim?
Possibly. I don't honestly remember. From what I've read about her research, I have no real desire to meet her, quite frankly.
Any chance you could give me a tour of this place?
None whatsoever. This is a private facility. I'm under no obligation to put my work on display or explain what I'm doing to anyone, except my employer, of course.
Who's that?
He'd rather I not say. Look here, Nancy. You're obviously familiar with me and my previous accomplishments, so I know how exciting all this must be for you, but I'm simply not at liberty to discuss my current project, though it is truly spectacular. Sorry.
Oh, Dr. Craven, I don't like how he puts it.
Guess I better go look for Dr. Kim.
Marvelous idea.
Oh, my current experiment is so fantastic. Too bad you can't learn about it. It's really, really good. I know you'd love to see it, but no, I can't let you. Sorry.
Hey, put on a suit if you're gonna come out here.
Oops.
So Nancy needs a suit before she can reach this top secret area.
Hey, you! Either go back inside or put on a suit.
Oops.
Okay, so that's it for Dr. Craven for now. Now that we have the photovoltaic cells from Dr. Craven, we can fix that thingy. So yeah, this game has a lot of Hawaiian stuff. Obviously, it takes place in Hawaii. We hear about the pineapples, we hear about surfing, we hear about, the fancy aloha necklaces and stuff. But, no hula dancing in this game, really. We have one hula dancer, but no hula dancing challenges, which is a shame because I would get up and dance right now, except you can't see me. I was gonna do my hula dance. I'm not entirely sure how this puzzle works. You want to get, let's try this again. I think what you're supposed to do is get all of the numbers in place. So, for example, 1, 2, 3. We're missing a 3 and a 6 in this group, in this particular group of 9. So that's how we know that a 3 and a 6 go there. And because those green lights lit up, we know it's 3, 6 like that instead of 6, 3. Okay, so this one clearly needs a 1 somewhere, not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. So then this is 1, 2. 2 goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is, well, the final ones are obviously going to go in here.
There, it's working.
And now we are going to winch this up. All right. Another Hawaiian thing I think people talk about is Elvis, although that could just be, Elvis did a bunch of Hawaiian movies, and he was always singing. Yep, Elvis is a singer. And he had a twin brother named Jesse.
Power. That helps.
And I've already forgotten what this is. Okay, so frequency 1805, 305. People in the studio audience are telling me that puzzle's like Sudoku. I think it is, but it's not a 9x9 grid like Sudoku is. It's a 6x6 grid, so it's slightly different. So is that it? 18305? Let's call Dr. Quigley.
This is Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Dr. Kim, are you there?
Miss Quigley, Kim. Nancy, that you?
Yes, I've been worried about you.
I'm in a hurry to meet you soon.
I've been worried about you. Your camp is a mess. Someone ransacked it.
Well, as you are unpacked, move out here.
Where exactly are you?
You can find me at Green Beaver Rock. The exact location is northeast 4 hours by west 5 degrees 1 minute.
Could you please repeat that?
Oh, and be sure to bring my...
Dr. Kim, I can barely hear you. Could you repeat those coordinates, please?
I rarely get you in. Over now.
No, wait, I still don't know where you are. Dr. Kim! Nancy Drew, calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Come in, please. Oh, great. All I heard was Green Trigger Rock or something. How am I supposed to figure out where that is?
Oh, poor Nancy. Her life is hard. Very, very hard. Okay, so what you have to do is call the Hardy Boys. Can we call that number in the book again? I think they might not pick up. Yeah, no, they don't pick up. Okay, so... what you do is call the Hardy Boys, and then we're going to switch to one of the Hardy Boys. I think Joe?
Hi, Ned. Sorry I hung up
Wait,
on
that's
you like that
Ned.
before. Believe it or not, that was the Hardy Boys I saw. They're here, too.
No kidding. Doing what?
They're on assignment. They're doing a background check on this local surfer girl.
Somebody hired them to check out a surfer?
And her father, yeah.
They're getting paid to check out a Hawaiian surfer girl while you're camping in the jungle chasing insects for free.
Hey, Dr. Kim paid my way over here, don't forget.
Nancy, in case you're wondering what that thing you're holding is, it's the short end of the stick.
Very funny.
So what's going on?
I went looking for Dr. Kim at this private research facility and found a mad scientist named Dr. Malachi
Very
Clayton
mad.
instead. Ever hear of him?
No. Is he a bug guy too?
He's part botanist, part biochemist, but mostly he's a grouch.
What's he working on?
Don't know. It's top secret.
Why were you looking for Dr. Kim there?
For some reason, she had a security pass to the place. Dr. Craven said she'd stolen it.
Why would she do that?
When I find her, that's one of the first things I'm going to ask her. Rumor has it that the Healy, that's the name of Craven's research facility, rumor has it that whatever he's doing up there is destroying the local pineapple crop.
Yikes.
Well, back to the bugs.
Feel free to call me anytime.
Okie dokie. Bye.
So, I'm pretty sure when we talk to Dr. Kim, that is not a conversation topic which is available. We can't talk to her about the stolen pass.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. It's Nancy.
So why did she
Hey,
steal the
what's going on?
pass?
Well, after I finally got Big Island Mike to give me the keys to the car Dr. Kim had arranged for me, I started driving.
Whoa. So what did Dr. Kim say when you told her somebody or something had torn up her camp?
Frankly, I'm not sure she heard me. The radio connection we had was really bad. In fact, she rattled off the coordinates of where she is now so I could plug them into my GPS, but all I heard was north 19 degrees 20-something. I think she said she was at Green Trigger Rock, but I could be wrong about that, too. I don't suppose you'd happen to have a map of the island, would you?
No, but I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I'll even ask Big Island Mike. I'm still waiting for a chance to do some snooping around his desk.
Well, if you find out anything, give me a call. Remember, what Dr. Kim said sounded like Green Trigger Rock.
Green Trigger Rock. Will do. Are you going to be able to get back here with the bridge washed out like that?
No, but I'll be okay. That bridge is the least of my worries. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
Okay, so plot twist, everybody. I'm pretty sure the bridge was destroyed because Big Island Mike was trying to do hula dancing on the bridge. He jumped up and down one too many times and the bridge collapsed. It could not support his gigantic weight.
Hey, what's up?
Are you familiar with a place in the jungle around here called Green Trigger Rock or something like that?
Never heard of it. And I know this island better than anybody. So if I haven't heard of it, trust me, there's no such place.
How long have you been in this business?
5 years, give or take. Pua's idea. She saw this whole extreme vacation thing coming. I thought she was popule, but turns out she was right. We've been making money since day one. My daughter is one smart wahine.
You sure keep her busy.
Keeping her busy keeps her out of trouble. Surfing keeps her out of trouble, too. She's head over heels in love with it. And look at her. She's a champ. Future's as bright as they come.
Come on, Mr. Mapu. Nobody's perfect. She must have some bad habits.
With Pua, what you see is what you get. Just wants to surf. And be the best in the world while she's at it.
Think you could explain this try it and trade it system of yours again?
Real simple. Over at the necklace making table, there's pictures of the different necklaces you can make out of shells, okay? You collect shells, you make something, you turn it in, you get whatever the picture says it's worth in Big Island bucks. You get enough Big Island bucks, you can buy some fishing gear and bait. You go fishing, you catch something, you turn it in, you get paid what it's worth. The better the bait you buy, the bigger the fish you catch, and the more Big Island bucks you get. The more Big Island bucks you get, the more stuff you can do in here. You see, a never-ending circle of fun. Everybody wins.
Especially you, right? Since you get to keep everything we trade in?
Hey, the more money I bring in, the less I gotta charge customers like you. You can put the shells you find in here. Whenever you're ready to turn something in, necklace, fish, whatever, go see Pua, not me. She's in charge of doling out the Big Island bucks.
Well, hang in there.
Have fun.
Big Island Mike. Is he wearing a grass skirt under there? We can't really see. So I'm going to do something...
Whoa, earthquake!
Something crazy here. I'm actually going to do a glitch in this game. What you're supposed to do there is talk to Big Island Mike and say, hey, do you ever go outside or anything like that? You're supposed to talk to him about going outside and having fun. That will cause him to give you this stuff, some bait. He'll give you some bait to go fishing with.
I can't buy that. Not till I get some more Big Island bucks.
So, if you want to glitch the game, what you want to do is get the bait before you're supposed to get the bait. You get it early by making some aloha necklaces and then giving the necklaces to Pua. So it will look something like this. You go hunting for necklaces, you find these shells. And in order to get enough Big Island bucks for some bait, you're going to have to make 2 aloha necklaces. You can't really make any other type of necklace. So, it takes forever to do this. You need 12 of these and 12 of these and 2 of the other type to make 2 aloha necklaces. So it sort of takes a while. So I'm just going to skip to the saved point where I've spent the time and found all of the shells. It takes probably 15 or so minutes to find all of the shells. It takes forever. Oh boy. So now that I've actually made the necklaces, I can trade them into Pua. Hello, Pua.
Hey, Joe. Ready for another lesson?
Still recovering from the last one.
You did swallow a lot of water out there.
Listen, how about we keep that our little secret, okay?
Hey, look. Flailing around like a drowning puppy your first time out or two is nothing to be ashamed of. Happens to everybody.
Even you?
Well, no. I didn't almost drown until the first time I tried shooting the curl on the pipeline. But then, I'm not like everybody. I'm 10 times better. But hey, you're doing great. So's your brother. In fact, he hasn't come off his board once. Of course, that might change when he actually stands up on it.
Frank hasn't stood up yet?
Oops, I probably shouldn't have said that. Look, how about we change the subject?
So people in the studio audience are blaming Big Island Mike for the earthquake. They said Big Island Mike jumped up and down and started the earthquake.
You feel the earthquake?
Yeah, wasn't that great?
Oh dear.
You actually enjoy earthquakes?
I love earthquakes. It's like standing up on a big, huge roller coaster.
You're not concerned about the damage they do?
What good does being concerned do? Look, until somebody figures out a way to stop earthquakes, they're gonna happen. So I say, why not enjoy them?
Can I turn these necklaces into you for some Big Island bucks?
Let's see 'em. Nice job. Here are your Big Island bucks. Pleasure doing business with you.
So I'm going to talk to Pua about everything. This is Pua. This is, Big Island Mike's daughter.
Are Frank and I your only pupils right now?
Pretty much. You guys are the only excursions Dad's got going this week. I coach some local kids, but they've got finals.
I am 100% sure that Pua gets her looks from her mother, not her father.
How's your dad doing? Business-wise.
Okay, I guess. We don't live in a mansion or anything, but we got food, we got clothes. Dad gets to show off his island, and I get to surf. As far as I'm concerned, we got everything we need.
How come I've never heard you say anything about your mom?
She died when I was 10.
Wow, that must have been tough.
It was pretty awful at the time, but Dad wanted to keep me busy, so he taught me how to surf, something my mom was always dead set against. He also quit working for the pineapple company and went into business for himself. She wouldn't have liked that either. So everything kind of turned out for the best.
What do you think about all this Kane Okala stuff?
I'd rather not say. You'd laugh.
Well, can you blame me?
Look, first the Healy Center closes its doors to visitors and gets real secretive about what it's doing up there. Then something goes wrong with the pineapple crop. Coincidence? I don't think so. Kane Okala has shown up before when somebody endangered the islands. Why shouldn't I believe that he's back?
He showed up before? When?
My dad said that after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, people saw Kane Okala all over the place, including my grandfather. You gonna call my grandfather a liar?
I'm saying that sometimes people, especially superstitious people, sometimes they see what they want to see.
Well, I'm not the least bit superstitious, and I swear to you, I have seen Kane Okala. Now, Amscray, I gotta work.
So, Pua, she has amazingly well-defined collarbones. She certainly does. And, I don't think she moves her upper body ever. Ever. Okay, so I managed to buy the bait. And like I said, this is before talking to Big Island Mike about fishing. So I'm technically going to go fishing before I'm supposed to go fishing. And you'll see what happens as a result of that.
Hey, what's going on?
What else do you like to do besides surf?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. You like to ride motorcycles? Go to wild parties? Pig out on shave ice? Tell me.
I surf till it gets too dark. I come home, I eat, I go to bed, I get up, I surf till I gotta start teaching, I help my dad. That's it. That's my life.
An adrenaline freak like you never does anything wild and crazy?
I get all the kicks I'll ever need out there on my board.
So, I think the animation in this game relies on two different character models. I think we have this Pua, which is the close-up.
Catch you later.
Book 'em, Dano.
And I think we have a completely different Pua, this Pua here, who's from far off, where we have the rest of her body. And her hair looks like it's different, the two different Puas, yeah. I don't know, I think with all the characters in this game, I think we have two different versions of the character. I'm not sure how they did that. Anyway, here's the trick. If you manage to get the bait before talking to Big Island Mike about fishing, you go fishing early. And magically, you get some zippies. You magically get extra bait. Just out of nowhere. You get the bait you're supposed to have the first time you go fishing. So that's the trick. That's the trick. So that gives you a lot of extra bait. Okay, and I'm just going to load to when I'm finished fishing with this bait. Basically, once you use up the Zippy's bait, it automatically refills too, so, this is a great way to make lots of Big Island bucks by catching lots and lots of fish. Because you get Big Island bucks for catching fish. But now let's actually go meet Big Island Mike and let's actually talk to him about, fishing.
Joe, what are you doing here? You should be out there surfing. Pua says you're a natural.
It was Frank's turn to monopolize her time.
So, how'd you like that earthquake?
Frankly, it was kind of scary.
Got my heart going, that's for sure. Pele must be mad about something.
Pele?
Hawaiian goddess of fire. Her home is in Kilauea Volcano. When she's mad, she makes the ground shake. When she's really mad, she sends lava down the mountain to gobble up her enemies.
You mean you've got Kane Okala and Pele running around wreaking havoc out there?
Compared to Pele, Kane Okala is a noisy little fly. He's nothing. But enough about Pele. Go, get outside. You're in paradise. Enjoy.
You're always in here working. Don't you ever get out and enjoy paradise yourself?
Well, if somebody'd catch me 6 ulua, I'd have an excuse to drive him into the market in Hilo, and on the way back, do a little body surfing at this great little beach I know.
Wait, you surfing? How does the board not break?
I'm game. What are ulua?
Big shorefish, real good eating. Just so happens I got their favorite food right here.
Well, get ready to take a little time off, big guy, because I am on it.
Huh, he's not offended that we call him a big guy. Well, he is a big guy, and this is the other model of Big Island Mike. You can see it in other areas. Or at another point in the game, he does have a ponytail in the back. You just can't see it from that angle, but he has a ponytail. Ponytail man. And now we need to catch 6 ulua. So this is what fishing is like. Once the bobber goes underneath the water, you click on this thing in order to pull it up. The fishing pole, that's what you click on.
1 ulua down, 5 to go.
So we need to catch 6 of these ulua, which is kind of a lot. I think the area here in the upper right is probably the best area to find them. And somebody's saying Big Island Mike is related to Pele because he makes the ground shake too. He does. Whenever he walks around, the ground just starts shaking uncontrollably. We really shouldn't make fun of Big Island Mike. You know, is it Polynesia or Samoa where people tend to have a body type that Big Island Mike has? A really large Samoan or Polynesian, I forget which, but somewhat close to Hawaii, where that body type is more common. And besides, let's not forget the fact that fat floats, so Big Island Mike probably can float. I read that in a Garfield comic once, so it must be true. So this is not a very fun challenge. You have to keep fishing until you get 6 ulua. Big Island Mike is a mermaid? What? Merman, thank you. But that would explain several things. What if Pua's mother was a mermaid? That would explain it. So, people in the studio audience, find something interesting for me to talk about, because spending a lot of time here not catching the fish that I'm trying to catch. I mean, it's not a bad challenge, it just takes forever to finish, that's the problem. Now, let me see if I can actually go back to Pua and trade in these fish for Big Island bucks, because that would be great.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I can't.
Catch you later.
Cool beans.
Okay, so somebody's talking about Polynesian friends who are really, 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 really tall. Huh. Yeah, I could see Polynesian people being really, really tall. Plot twist, instead of the Little Mermaid, Mike is the Big Mermaid. Very much so. Very much. And Big Island Mike, because he's doing his hula dance, he's trying to get like a coconut bra. Let's say he's trying to get a pineapple bra, and that's why all the pineapples are destroyed, is because he's trying to find a pineapple big enough to be his pineapple bra. So he's just gone through like hundreds of pineapples trying to find one which is the right size. Talk about cookies. Well, cookies are delicious. Yeah, clearly this upper right area is not working. Let's try the upper left area, the area I have not been in before.
Gotcha.
I know I can catch a lure fish because I've caught one. Where are the others? Is it because I'm playing on senior mode that it's more difficult for me to find an lure fish? Because there's really nothing I can do. You'll notice there are only like 3 places that you can cast your line. I'm gonna have so many Big Island bucks when this is finished. It's not even serious. Sing songs. No, I don't want to really sing songs. Because you'll notice I have a ton of fish here. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them hula dancing. Yay! Another fish! We got another alua! So now we need to find how many more? 4 more. Well, somebody wants me to talk about my girlfriend, but that's sort of personal. So for our first date, we went, she wouldn't mind if I talk about this, first date with my girlfriend Katie, we went to a hockey game. And that's why she liked me, because I liked hockey. So she said, oh, he likes hockey, he's cool. Because I have season tickets to the local hockey team. Because it's a local team, so, I mean, it's not a professional team. Otherwise, it would cost way too much to get season tickets. But because this is a local team, you know, I pay about $77 a month. Get season tickets, so that's like 4 or so games per month. It's not bad. I do like dogs as opposed to cats, yeah. I don't have anything to say about my childhood. When I was a child, I was smaller than I currently am now. I watched a lot of television, read a lot of books, and played a lot of computer games. I had dreams of growing up to be a writer, but I'm not really a writer. I've got a couple of projects I want to get off the ground where I can get paid to do writing, but I really have not made a lot of money, i.e. any money, off of writing. Hey, I had no idea I would be the Nancy Drew guy when I grew up. I never read the Nancy Drew books when I was younger. The mystery series I read was The Boxcar Children, which was really kind of annoying, actually. You know, it was a good series, but then book number 4, The Ranch Mystery, was just a horrible, horrible book. And if you've read that book, you will agree with me that is much worse than the other books. So I like book number 1, book number 2, book number 3. Book number 4, not so good. It got a little better after that, but yeah. I kind of got bored of the Boxcar Children series eventually. Read Animorphs. That was the kids' book series I like to read about aliens. The aliens are attacking the planet Earth, and so we have kids who are fighting the aliens. These are aliens that get into your brain and control your body. They're called the Yeerks. Our heroes are a bunch of teenagers who can turn into animals. which allows them to fight the aliens because they have their animal powers, and that's why they're called animorphs, is because they morph into animals. And one of them, Tobias, gets stuck in the body of a hawk, which is Hawkward, and that's why anytime somebody mentions a hawk, I call the hawk Tobias, and I mention how it's very Hawkward.
Lua number 6. That ought to do it.
And I'm finished fishing. Oh, hey, and what are people talking about? The Boxcar Children and Canada. Hawaii is not part of Canada. It is not. It is not.
Hey, what's up?
Those fish you wanted me to catch? Well, here they are. What do you think?
Hey, you did it! Wasn't sure you were ready for him, but looks like I'm gonna have to stock the store with Ulua bait from now on. Tell Pua as soon as I'm done here, I'm driving up to Hilo. Last I saw, she was still trying to teach Frank how to surf. Your brother's a slow learner, huh?
Welcome to my world, Mr. Mapu. Have a nice drive.
Also, the Encyclopedia Brown books, those were the mystery books I read as a child. I read all of those. I've also got another random book series I think I read as a kid, but it was like a two-book series. It wasn't like the Unicorn Club or something, which apparently is a 19-book series.
Hey, what's going on?
I never even heard of this Unicorn Club, but apparently it was a full-blown series in the 90s.
Trade you these fish for some Big Island bucks.
Let's see what you've got. Looking good. There you go.
So, okay, I start off with 2 Big Island bucks. We'll see how much money I have after this. So I'm told there are 2 Nancy Drew books about Hawaii. I think this one might be based off the more recent book about Hawaii. I think it's Murder in Maui is the book it's based off of, but one of the classic hardcover Nancy Drew books is about Hawaii.
I'll stop bugging you for now.
It's been real.
It was written right after, or around the time that Hawaii was became the newest state in the United States. And so, you know, I just read the back of the book. It's like, wow, read this book. It's about Hawaii, the newest state. Isn't that exciting? I'm like, ooh, this is kind of an old book. That's what I thought. And Big Island Mike is gone. So, wait, now I have 57 Big Island bucks.
Ah, alone at last.
Great, so now let's snoop in his stuff.
March 5th. Delivery from JK, exclamation point, exclamation point. Wonder who or what JK is.
Roald Dahl, he wrote some good books. He wrote some books which were also not so good, that nobody's ever really heard of because they're not so good. But his good books were really good. With Beverly Cleary, I think the books she wrote that nobody's ever heard of...
That's not going to unlock this door.
I like the books that she wrote that nobody's ever heard of. I thought those were excellent books, too. But with Roald Dahl, the books he wrote that nobody's ever heard of, those I did not like.
So, if I were Green Trigger Rock, where would I be? Wait a minute.
Wait.
3 Finger Rock. That's what that bug doctor must have said. 3 Finger Rock. I'd better call Nancy with these coordinates.
You have reached Nancy Drew, who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at 3 Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Oh, I'm so good.
Hey!
Oh! Oh! Ow!
Hey, Nance. Good
Ow!
news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at 3 Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, not so good at avoiding being hit by tiki masks. So apparently the Unicorn Club, let me see, published between 1994 and 1998. These are, it's about 7th graders at the Sweet Valley Middle School. So apparently this is a spin-off of the Sweet Valley High series. 23 books in the series. 23 books in the series. And the reason I know about it is that we had somebody who did the cover art for the Nancy Drew books in the 80s, 90s. He also did the cover art for Sweet Valley High, Hardy Boys, and Unicorn Club. So same person. And what am I doing now? Now I'm actually going to Green Trigger Rock. I mean, Three Finger Rock. So seriously, why wasn't Nancy answering her phone? What was she doing which was so much more important than answering her phone? It's not like people call her very often. This is one of the games where nobody calls her, right? I mean, like, you know, in some games, somebody's gonna automatically call Nancy and you don't have a choice. In this game, nobody automatically calls Nancy. The only time somebody calls Nancy is when you force them to call Nancy. She's not popular when she's in Hawaii. So we are wondering what's happening with Big Island Mike. We did not see the hula skirt behind his desk. He must have taken it with him.
What is that sound?
And this is a puzzle. You want to stop at every single one of these things and take a sample. I kind of feel like this is way too long of a puzzle. And you'll see later on how, I mean what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Ooh, cool, angry Hawaiian people! So I don't think we're going to see Joe for the rest of the game because he got attacked and it's very sad. It's very tragic, actually. Quigley?
Hello? Are you Dr. Kim?
Yes, your timing couldn't be better. Nancy Drew, I presume?
Dr. Quigley, I presume?
You're Dr. Kim?
Please. Just call me Quigley. Hearing someone call me Dr. Kim makes me think of my father. He was a herpetologist. He collected snakes, whereas I, from a very young age, collected insects, a hobby which he wholeheartedly endorsed. Of course, this was because he was secretly feeding my insects to his snakes. And to this day, I hate snakes. There are no snakes in Hawaii, you know. No native species, at least. Nuts. If you're going to work for me, you cannot let this happen.
What happened?
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm totally off subject here. I have a very bad habit of digressing. So from here on out, it's your job to keep me on task and focused. Understood?
Okay.
Good. Now, I'm roped into this tree so I can observe a nest of parasitic wasps. I believe it's a nest of Pristomeris hawaiianus, but Hymenoptera aren't really my thing, so I could be wrong. As you know, I'm much more interested in Lepidoptera, the larva of which many wasps prey upon. Specifically, I'm studying Norsabeta odorata, which, interestingly enough, are carnivores themselves. Now, to my knowledge, the ichneumoniid wasps I'm observing do not parasitize the larva of the Norsabeta, although Nancy, I'm digressing here, am I not?
No, you're kind of on topic because, you know, you're supposed to be talking about bugs because you're the bug doctor. And I'm kind of sad that, you know, I couldn't make any jokes about the snake eating her bugs. You think the herpetologist would eventually, you know, hiss and make up with his daughter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stop it. Right now.
Right. Well, let's get to work, shall we? Where's the clipboard?
What clipboard?
I told you to bring my clipboard when we talked on the radio.
Oh man, these jokes are hilarious. What do you get when you cross a snake into pie? A python? Oh man. Okay, so where do you find snakes? In the Mississippi River? Oh man.
I couldn't hear you. You kept cutting in and out.
I don't know, Nancy. You're getting off to a pretty shaky start here. The sooner you get my clipboard, the quicker we can get started.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to tell her that somebody trashed her camp.
So the snake goes to the beach and it wears a pie thong. Ew. No more snake jokes. That's kind of gross.
Yoo-hoo! Quigley! I'm not coming down until you get my clipboard.
So, somebody in the studio audience has suggested that Dr. Kim is really, really Pua's mother. I don't see Dr. Kim with Big Island Mike as his wife. That would be craziness. And besides, his wife is dead, so, you know, she's alive, so she can't be Big Island Mike's wife. No, let's be nice with this game and not do any matchmaking. At least I'll try not to do any matchmaking. I don't know who would be a good match for Dr. Quim. She's quirky, she's strange, and she likes bugs.
Must be Dr. Kim's notes. Whew, looks like Greek to me.
Ah, Jesse's saying Big Island Mike and the Bridge. They're the best couple. Okay. So, I mean, this is my problem with this area. Hey, it's Big Island Mike's toe. Nah, kind of small to be his toe. But it takes a long time to walk all the way to Dr. Quigley. I mean, not too long, but still, it takes a while to walk all the way to her.
Quigley, could you come down here? You've got my clipboard. Good. Let me have it. The first page is gone. Why'd you tear it off?
I didn't tear it off.
Then where is it?
I don't know.
Nancy, I asked you to get my clipboard. How could you screw up something as simple as that?
I didn't tear that page off. Whoever trashed your camp did.
Trash my camp? What are you talking about?
When I got there, your camp was a mess. It still is. It's like someone came in and just tore the place apart.
Oh.
I tried to tell you over the radio, but the transmission kept breaking up.
Well, life goes on. That missing page was critical, but fortunately it was not irreplaceable. I'll just have to collect and analyze all the data again. Or should I say, you'll have to.
Oh, I'm gonna have to work as an intern? Oh, no fair.
What kind of data?
You'll need to locate all my frass jars and empty each one into a color-coded baggie. Each jar will have baggies hanging nearby. Then return to my base camp, sort the contents, record your counts, run them through my formula, and report back to me.
Could you maybe repeat that?
It's all on the clipboard. Just do exactly what my notes say, and you'll be fine. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone, but I'm on the verge of making a huge discovery here, Nancy. Huge! If the figure you arrive at confirms the one I arrived at yesterday, we are talking major, big-time, worldwide fame. We'll be on Oprah, late-night talk shows. Somebody might even make a movie about this. In fact, I met this producer when I was in LA last year. Well, he hasn't produced anything yet, but he has this thing about butterflies, so as you can imagine, we hit it off.
Quigley.
What?
You're digressing?
Oh, right. Well, just get going. I'll give you the whole scoop after you do that analysis. Fame and fortune await. Woohoo!
Oh, man. People are suggesting that the best couple... Big Island Mike and Ariel would be a nice couple. Big Island Mike and Pele, nice couple as well. And Big Island Mike and Pineapples. That's my particular one.
Note and identify proximate vegetation. Record code in analysis grid on clipboard. I'm going to have to identify the plants the traps are hanging next to. Yikes.
You have to do. Yeah. I'm laughing. People are coming up with all sorts of crazy things in the studio audience. So who do you think, which Hardy Boy does better with Pua? Frank or Joe? So you might have noticed that I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Give me a second here. Where is the... No, I had this information right here. Where is the... Oh, no. Please tell me Nancy has it on her notes. No, she doesn't. Okay. Nancy... Daryl Gray and Quigley Kim? Oh, my goodness. Well, Bigfoot and Big Island Mike, I can support that. But... This is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to write this out because apparently Nancy doesn't have it in her notebook. So north 19, 20, 30, and then west 155, 05, 33. And then we're going to have to do all of this, which is a lot of work. So let me actually go to Kapu Cave though. Big Mike apples? Okay, everybody is saying Joe and Pua make the best couple. Okay, Joe and Pua, it is decided. It is official. Joe and Pua. Sorry, Frank. Joe gets the girl this game around. No, not 20. Not 29. 20. 20. 30. And then 155. 05. And 33. Now, people say you can make Kapu Cave by clicking on it right there before you, That's another way to reach Kapu Cave. Just click on it without entering the coordinates. You automatically go there.
Look at all those webs. I wonder what made them. Why are there so many?
Craziness. Ooh, that's inside the cave. And that's inside the cave, too.
Wonder what the deal is with this guy. And what's with all the animals on his teeth?
That's craziness as well. And let me get another thing here. So you're supposed to fill out the chart based on everything. So, for example, the vegetation which is near the things. So near the red we had 10, which is Myconia. And blue we had 8, which is bananas. And then purple, 04. Green and orange we've seen here, no vegetation anywhere near those. And 06. So for the other ones with the frass weight, number of C's, and detritus predominance, that means we are actually going to have to look at them under the microscope, as explained in Quigley's thing. And I haven't been paying attention to the studio audience. Sorry, everybody. Wait, people are saying that me, Michael, and Big Island Mike is best couple? What? No, he's too large for me. No, he'd crush me underfoot. I do have a girlfriend, you know. She's real, as in not imaginary. She totally is.
Oh no, the microscope lens is broken. How am I going to do all that frass sorting stuff without a microscope? Where could I find a spare lens around here?
Alright, we need to find a spare lens, and maybe the Hardy Boys will know where the spare lens is.
Hello?
Frank? Oh, hi, it's Nancy. Sorry, guess I expected Joe to answer.
Well, as it happens, Joe's at the clinic getting treated for a concussion.
What? What happened?
Someone jumped him while he was poking around Big Island Mike's immersion center. Just after he left that message for you, in fact. Turned around and wham! Gets knocked unconscious by someone swinging a big wooden mask.
Is he gonna be okay?
He'll be fine. The doctors are just doing their usual observation thing. Joe knows the drill. So what's going on with you?
Well, let's see.
Phew, this Quigley lady sounds like she's gonna be a real taskmaster. Anything I can do to help?
Well...
I'd really like to know what the deal is with this wall I found that has this creepy face and all these pictures of animals carved into its teeth.
Well, if I come across anything that involves a creepy face with critters on its teeth, I'll give you a call.
Great. That's it for now.
Talk to you later.
Big Island Mike and JJ Ling from Nancy Drew Danger by Design. I could see that. So let's talk to Big Island Mike. Hey, Biggie.
Frank, how's your brother? You back from the clinic yet?
No, they wanted to keep him under observation for a while, but he'll be fine. Joe's nothing if not hard-headed. Any idea who clobbered him?
Like I told the cops, probably just some bum who wandered in off the beach looking for cash.
The guy didn't look like a bum to Joe.
I thought he said the guy was wearing a mask.
No, he said all he saw was a mask. But he got a look at the guy's sandals. You know, just before he blacked out. Said they were Duro-Soles. Expensive brand.
Look, whoever the guy was, he's no richer, I'm no poorer. He's gone, I'm here, no big deal. Well, except for your brother getting walloped like that.
Do the police have any leads?
Nah, real low priority case for them. The one guy I talked to barely looked around. But hey, you want to look around? Play detective like on TV? You go right ahead.
Thanks for your help.
Catch you later.
Alrighty, so, yeah, stuff happened.
Want something else?
Is this your pawn ticket? I found it over there.
Never seen it before.
Then maybe it belonged to the guy who clobbered Joe.
Or maybe it's been lying there for weeks. The guy who cleans this place doesn't exactly keep it spotless. Namely, me.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
So, the Hardy Boys only have one phone. I mean, it's not like Frank has his own phone and Joe has his own phone. The two of them have the exact same phone. That's kind of crazy.
Pawn shop, this is Davey.
I found a receipt from your shop that somebody dropped. I'd kind of like to find that person, so I just wondered if you could maybe tell me who you wrote it out to.
Sure, what's the number?
It's receipt number 57441.
Hang on. How well do you know this guy?
I don't know him at all. Total stranger.
Well, you're not the only one who'd like to find him. Turns out the stuff I bought off of him was stolen. Cops are looking for this guy too. Name's Johnny Kuto. Apparently he's got a pretty nice career going for him as a freelance thief. Address he gave me turned out to be bogus. Gave me a cell phone number too, but he never picks up.
Think you could give me Kuto's phone number?
Got it right here. 808-555-9258. Good luck getting him to return your call.
Do you have any idea why Johnny Kuto would be hanging around a business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions?
Police mentioned that he's always looking for places to hide what he steals until it's safe to deliver it. Maybe somebody at this excursion thing is helping him out.
What kind of stuff did Kuto sell to you?
Laptop, digital camera, and a PDA. Police said it was smaller than the stuff he usually goes after. Probably just needed some pocket change.
What did you mean when you said Kuto is a freelance thief?
You tell him what you want, he'll steal it for you. For a price. Cops say he's pretty good. Think he's stolen everything from microchips to airplane parts.
Hey, I really appreciate your help.
Anytime. Mahalo.
So the cops know his phone number and they still can't track him down. Really, Hawaiian police? We need to get the police from that Hawaiian TV show.
The person you have called is not available. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Johnny. You don't know me, but you know my brother. He's the one you slugged when you were at Big Island Mike's. I know what you two have been up to. So if you're smart, you'll give me a call. 280-555-7263.
7263. Hey! That's Big Island Mike's weight. What do you know? Coincidence! Let's call Richard Akins.
Richard Akins.
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy, calling from Hawaii.
Yes, of course. In fact, I just got out of a meeting in which Pua Mapu was the main topic of discussion. Marketing is enthusiastic about using her, but they need to move quickly. So, if there's anything unsavory about the Mapus, I must know now.
Unfortunately, my brother was in the process of looking around Mike Mapu's office when he was knocked unconscious.
Good heavens, is he all right?
The clinic wants to keep him under observation for a while, that's all. The bad part is, he didn't see who did it.
Do you think the Mapus had something to do with it?
I guess it's possible. Mike Mapu said it was probably just somebody who wandered in off the beach looking for cash. But I won't know anything for sure until I do a lot more checking.
Please, do it quickly. Time is of the essence.
That's it for now.
Keep up the good work.
I've done hardly any work whatsoever. Okay, where's Pua?
Hey, Frank. How's Joe doing?
He's still at the clinic, but he'll be fine.
Nothing like that's ever happened to a guest before. Ever. You're not gonna, sue us or anything, are you?
Yes, people in the studio audience are correct. It's not such a good idea for Mr. Hardy to give his phone number out to a criminal.
Maybe. I mean, we are friends with this girl whose father is a bigwig attorney back home.
You're kidding, right?
About our friend's dad? No. But about suing you? If my brother sued someone every time he got smacked upside the head, we'd be in court for decades.
That's a relief.
The guy who clobbered Joe, what do you think he was doing in your father's office?
You know, you sound just like the police. They asked me the same thing.
That's because my brother and I are actually undercover detectives.
Yeah, right. Like I told the police, I have no idea who that guy was or what he was up to.
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
There you go.
And there you go.
This dry bag is great. I can keep my clothes with me while I'm snorkeling.
Need anything else?
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
So when you...
Whoa! Nothing's the matter with me. It's come to my senses, that's all.
I'm not gonna let you ruin everything. You hear me? I'm not.
You'll do what I tell you.
No, I'm not going to listen to you ever again.
You'll come back here. Pull up.
Whoa! Big fight between Big Island Mike and Pua. And this is snorkeling, a snorkeling challenge, which you'll do later on in the game. But we have an eel here.
Whoa, that eel means business.
So this eel is here just to mess with you.
Whoa, that eel means business.
Just to prevent you from solving the endgame challenge. The endgame challenge is going through here. But I can't go there because of Mr. Eel. So, what was Big Island Mike doing? I mean, he was fighting with his daughter. What were they fighting about? What is going on? The answer to these questions and more will be found when we next return to the Hardy Boys. For now, we bring you back to the Nancy Drew game already in progress.
Hello?
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Frank, what's going on?
You know me. Busy, busy, busy.
Doing what?
Well...
And there you have it. Oh, and I also saved the whales and brought about world peace.
Darn it, I was gonna do world peace.
Sorry, you have to do bug stuff.
See ya, Frank.
Oh, but I wanted to do world peace. World peace is so cool. I mean, yeah, I could get an award for that. The World Peace Award. Hey, and Nancy automatically returned here. That's nice.
This thing's pretty useless without a lens.
Or was she already here? I need to get a lens. And in order to get a lens, I need to go to our good friends at the Scientific Institute. The Healy, where Nancy is basically, well, you saw earlier, where she basically started sucking up to Dr. Craven. Now she's gonna suck up to Dr. Craven again.
State your business, please.
Hi, I'd like to see Dr. Craven.
Dr. Craven isn't seeing anybody right now, so just back your car up, turn around, and leave.
No, Dr. Craven will see me. Really, just call him, please.
Dr. Craven? What? The young lady who...
Dr. Craven, it's me, Nancy Drew. I know you're busy, but I really enjoyed talking to you before. Could I come in just for a few minutes?
Let her in. Somewhat to my surprise, I find that I actually don't mind talking to you. You see, I have a niece back in Philadelphia who's just about your age. Nice girl, spunky. Insisted on majoring in English or sociology or some such drivel, but a very bright girl nonetheless. Unfortunately, her father, my brother, and I don't get along, so I don't get to see her anymore. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Oh, poor Dr. Craven. His anger issues stem from the fact that he never gets to see his niece, which is tragic because his anger is what is keeping her father away from him, you know?
I need a microscope lens to complete this job Dr. Kim gave me. Only hers is broken. Do you have one I could use?
Of course, but I'm not running a charity here. If you want it, you'll have to earn it. The plants down below need to be fertilized. Think you could handle that?
I guess.
Good. Here's the key to the enclosure housing the plants I want fertilized. Don't even think about leaving before you're finished. They need to be fed now. If you make an error, it will be immediately apparent, and needless to say, I will be extremely upset.
Got it.
See, it's your anger issues. This is why you're not allowed to see your niece, Dr. Craven. You are an angry madman who is angry and mad all the time. This is why you can't get a girlfriend either. So with this puzzle, you need to get all of the plants to sprout, and there are multiple solutions. This is one of the easier solutions. And you know, some things make plants sprout, while others make plants unsprout.
That should do it.
Yay, and now we go to Dr. Craven.
What is it now?
I fertilized those plants.
Good job. The microscope lens is yours. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I should go. This has been a real honor.
Good luck entomologizing.
Do everybody in the country in the tub. Everybody in the country. What?
Yes? He did what? No, 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 no! Those seedlings were irreplaceable! How could anyone be that stupid? Oh! Tell me his name. Well, you tell Mr. Fighterman that he is fired. If he isn't off the premises in 2 minutes, I will come out there and throw him over the fence myself.
Yikes.
Wow, Dr. Craven is crazy mad. Fireman. Wait, so what did he destroy which was made out of glass? Because you could hear the glass breaking, but it looks like there's nothing around here which has broken glass.
If you have any regard at all for your personal safety, Ms. Drew, you'll leave now.
Wow, okay, so he is crazy mad about Fighterman, who is now a fired man. Fighterman is fired for being an incompetent, crazy man. Ba-da-ba-bump-bump. Everybody in the country in the tub. Everybody in the country wash and scrub. Everybody in the country to the pub. Michael is the president of the English club.
Looks like this has a built-in scale.
And you're supposed to use this puzzle to figure out the weight of certain things and the detritus predominance and all sorts of craziness according to this page. So you want to do that with every single frass bag in order to get the answer to these questions. So I'm just going to answer them because I have the answers written out. No, 999, no, 99, and then 12, and then 405, and then 8, and 108, 8, 505, then I have 119, 9, 105, 44, 3, 505, 37, 5, 305. I'll get back to the studio audience in just a moment. Sorry, studio audience. I don't like to ignore you, but I'm playing a game here.
I can't go anywhere. I haven't inserted the clipboard into that formula machine thing yet.
So people are suggesting that Mr. Craven, Dr. Craven had a troubled childhood, or that Dr. Craven just needs a teddy bear. I don't know what would make him less insane and crazy mad.
Wonder what this thing does.
This analyzes the clipboard, because it's magic. Dr. Craven is mad because he isn't a mermaid? That would make sense.
Alright.
Oh, Dr. Craven. Okay, so now we have this number. I think it's the number of the larvae which are inside the area, and that's what Dr. Quigley wants to know. She wanted to know the number of larvae inside the area, which will help us figure something out. Let's go to her and find out.
Quigley? Yoo-hoo! Quigley! What? I just wondered if you you knew what the deal is with all those webs at Kapu Cave.
Don't worry, they were made by Norsabeta larvae, not arachnids. I mean, spiders. I'm not sure why they like that cave so much. Must have something to do with their food supply.
Oh, I was just curious. I'll get back to work.
Dr. Craven needs a hug? Yeah, maybe he'd be happier if he got a big old hug from Nancy. Or Big Island Mike.
Quigley, could you come down here?
Big Island Mike's Big Island Hugs.
Well, all through, I think.
Don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay, tell me.
Well, the number your formula machine came up with was 119,456.
Yes, yes, it really is true. I've stumbled upon the biggest bloom of Norsabeta larva ever recorded. We're gonna be famous, Nancy, and with any luck, rich as heck. Way to go!
Thank you. I just wish I knew what you were talking about.
You just confirmed that for some reason, the Norsabeta odorata in this area, maybe on the whole island, are reproducing at an unheard of rate.
And that's a big deal?
It's huge. Nothing like this has ever happened before, anywhere. It's as if you woke up one morning and found 1,000 baby robins in your front yard. It just doesn't happen. Okay, you've confirmed what is happening. Now we need to figure out why it's happening. You need to analyze the contents of those frass jars. The notes on my clipboard will tell you how to go about it. We need to know what all those Norsabeta caterpillars have been eating.
You mean the stuff in those jars came from caterpillars?
Of course, they're frass jars. But before you start your analysis, you need to get a sample of whatever it is that Malachi Craven is secretly growing up there at the Healy Healy. Even if it means sneaking in. See if that's what those caterpillars have been eating. Something big's going on here, Nancy. Let's make history and find out what.
So, Big Island Mike, I'm sorry to say it, but he charges 300 Big Island bucks for a Big Island Mike hug. It's ridiculous. And Nancy has the job of breaking into the Healy Healy, which she will do later on. Now, back to the Hardy Boys. Well, Hardy Boy.
Hey, Frank. How's it going?
So, how about you?
Well, it just so happens that I've been very busy.
Wow, so the island's being taken over by caterpillars?
Well, Quigley didn't exactly say that. There's just an awful lot of them, and she thinks we should find out why.
Sounds like a plan to me. In the meantime, I've got some poking around of my own to do. Keep in touch.
I will.
So, here's something. Why is Big Island Mike like a mosquito? They both enjoy skin diving. Oh, and you can totally see his... When he turns his head to the side like that, you can kind of see his ponytail.
Hey, what's going on?
Ever heard of a guy named Johnny Kudo?
Never heard of him.
Aww.
Think Pua knows him?
She might have gone out with him or something. Why are you asking?
I think he may be the guy who clobbered Joe.
Playing Kojak, huh? Well, I wish I knew something about this Kudo guy, but I don't.
I couldn't help but overhear you and Pua arguing earlier. Anything serious?
Father-daughter stuff? No big thing. Forget about it.
Kinda reminded me of some of the fights Joe and I've had.
I said forget about it!
Whoa, we don't want the big guy angry at us. He's a big guy.
This looks like it might be kind of fun.
That song is better than anything else in this entire game. Oh my gosh.
Hello?
This is Kudo. What do you want?
Mostly I want to know why you slugged my brother.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the thing you got going with Mapu.
Hey, I've got nothing going with that overgrown jerk. The guy double-crossed me, okay? We had a deal. I came through, he didn't. So I went looking for a way to even the score. Your brother was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that's all.
What was it Mapu paid you to steal for him?
You don't know anything about this, do you?
Hey, I know all about it. In fact... No, wait. Hello? Hello? You there? Oh, shoot.
So that was the thing I was trying to trigger. I don't think in my walkthrough for this game we actually got the phone call from Johnny Kudo.
Hey, what's going on?
It is possible to miss out on that phone call.
That was some argument you and your dad had.
You heard us?
I think everyone within 10 square miles heard you.
My dad can act like such a loser sometimes.
So can mine. But what did your dad do?
Let's talk about something else, okay?
Oh, but I want to know what you're fighting about.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but I have reason to believe your dad is involved in something he shouldn't be.
What do you mean? Like what?
Like hiding or maybe even fencing stolen property for someone.
What?
Look, it's a real long story, and I can't prove anything, so you don't really have to worry. But if he was, say, trying to hide a bunch of stuff for somebody, where do you suppose he'd put it?
Oh my gosh, the chamber. That's what he's been doing in there. This island is riddled with lava tubes, tunnels made by ancient volcanoes that go all over the place. My dad knows them all. Lately, he's been spending a lot of time in one of them. He calls it the chamber because it's so big, but he refused to tell me what he's been doing. I was going to sneak down there and see for myself, but the earthquake caused this huge cave-in near the entrance. I can't get past it, but neither can my dad. So, whatever he's been keeping down there is still there.
There's no other way to get into this chamber thing?
Yes, there is, from the water. It says so on this old chart my dad has.
Think I could see it?
The chart? Sure. The problem is, you can't just snorkel to the entrance. You have to ride different currents to get there. The chart supposedly says how to do that, but I've never been able to figure it out. But if you can figure it out, you might be able to find the entrance. But if you do, and it turns out that my dad is doing something illegal, I want you to promise me that you won't call the police without talking to me first.
I can't do that.
Then you don't get the chart.
Then again, maybe I can do that.
I promise I won't call the police. Say it.
I promise I won't call the police unless I talk to you first. Okay?
Okay. The chart's in that old trunk in the immersion center. To open it, you'll need to know what my father calls his favorite flavor of shave ice. I can never remember, so you'll have to ask him. Just don't make me sorry I trusted you.
Alright, okay, that's fantastic.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go with the teal.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, that didn't seem to change my interface color at all. We need to make some shave ice for Big Island Mike now, I believe. Where am I? Big Island Mike.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm curious. What's your favorite flavor of shave ice?
Tell you what, I'm kinda hungry, so I'm gonna make you guess. You make me a shave ice and bring it back here. If it's my favorite flavor or combination of flavors, I'll tell you. If it's not, well, you'll just have to keep making them till you get it right.
Big Island Mike likes eating? I would have never guessed.
I think I can handle that.
Like I always say, a busy customer is a happy customer.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
So it looks like Big Island Mike is fencing goods for Johnny Kudo, except he double-crossed Kudo. Really, I don't like how he forces Frank to do this, because we have to pay for this.
That should do it. Now I'll just take this to Big Island Mike and hope that it's his favorite flavor.
I mean, shave ice is good, but it's like, hey, Frank, I'm gonna make you pay Big Island bucks in order to give me my own food.
Want something else?
Got a shave ice for you to try.
Let's have it. I only like one of those flavors. Try again.
Oh, Big Island Mike, what a Big Island letdown. So you need to do this you need to do this over and over and over and over and over again, my goodness, to figure out what his favorite flavor is. So, I think it's these two flavors, the middle flavor in the first two rows, and then,
There we go.
mango.
This is Big Island Mike's favorite flavor.
I think this is it.
Want something else?
Got another shave ice for you.
Let's have it. You did it. That was my favorite flavor combination. Lime, coconut, and mango. I call it Honi Awa. That's Hawaiian for sour kiss.
Hooray!
Good talking to you.
Anytime.
We don't have shave ice where I come from. We only had snow cones. Well, when I was in California, we only had snow cones. Because we didn't really have snow, so we put our snow in cones. So it's Honiawa.
Whoa, weird looking dude. Wait a minute. A creepy face with creatures on its teeth. This could be the same face Nancy saw.
Yeah, we are feeding Big Island Mike.
Hey, Nance, it's me. Listen, remember that creepy face you said you saw? The one with all the animals on its teeth?
Yeah? Well, I just came across a drawing of a creepy face that has a mouthful of teeth with animals on them.
Tell me about the animals.
Well, there's an eel, a turtle, a shark, a manta ray, a porcupine fish, an octopus, a crab, and an urchin.
Interesting. Maybe I'll go back and take another look at it.
It has something to do with this old map I found, so I have a feeling it's important.
Then I'll definitely take another look at it.
Thanks, Nance. See ya.
Let's go back and take another look at it. Where are we? Here. So people here are in fact making a good point about Big Island Mike. He ate the entire snow cone in one gulp. One gulp, he didn't even stop to chew or anything, he just, oh, mine. And we can't do anything here.
Putting that there doesn't help.
So, you know, the we cannot do anything at Kapu Cave at the moment. Which is a tragedy, really.
What is it now?
I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
Good luck entomologizing.
Wow, okay, Dr. Craven, yeah. You think Nancy would at least come up with an excuse for talking with him. Wonder what those cool things are.
Hey, put on a suit if you're gonna come out here.
Darn it.
I like how they're mad that Nancy's not wearing a suit instead of being mad that, hey, she's obviously a teenage girl who's not allowed inside this top secret area. So let me see. When you're playing this game on junior mode, Nancy is going to give you a clue as to what to do here, but I think because I'm on senior mode, she doesn't give me a clue. And I like this green gooey stuff. It's like a huge lava lamp, except it deals with plants.
Dr. Craven? He's sound asleep. He must have decided to take that antihistamine after all. Perfect.
Yeah, why doesn't Big Island Mike get brain freeze? Because he would get major brain freeze from eating those shave ice things over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh, this is a page that was torn off Quigley's clipboard, which means the person who trashed your camp must have been Dr. Craven?
So, Big Island Mike is the snow cone mermaid. Unlike normal mermaids, he turns in between his human form and the mermaid form whenever he eats a shave ice. So that's why he's specific about that specific type of shave ice. It's because it changes him into a mermaid. And this is the antihistamine.
I've got to shut this off.
So this is a potential game over sequence. You need to mute that thing, otherwise he's going to wake up and be mad at you. Okay, so mute that, and employees. Fighterman is here. In his locker...
All right. Looks like employee number 14-667-93, otherwise known as Fighterman, was assigned to locker 13. The combination is R4L2L7R9.
I can do that. So he just keeps a chair here, a lounge chair, just so he can nap on the job? Well, I do understand he's the boss, so he can get away with napping and not working. But still, you think he would work? Man, I don't like it when the big boss never works and forces me. You know, the big boss gets mad at me when I'm not working all the time, but then he takes a nap right in the middle of the day. It's like, seriously. Okay, so here is his suit.
This should keep those men in yellow off my back.
The yellow Star Wars people. Like Darth Vader Star Wars people, or the Stormtroopers. This is sort of a maze.
How am I supposed to know which one to take a sample from?
So we always have this one guy who's always spraying the plants here to the left. Hey, pineapples. Huh. But yeah, total Darth Vader. Hey, Darth Vader. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm talking to you, buddy. Hey, hi. Hey, don't ignore me. Hey, I'm here. Hello, fellow employee, fellow human being looking for human interaction. Oh well, let's go in here. Employee of the month! Hooray!
Maybe this'll help me figure out what plan I'm looking for.
Okay, so his employee number was 14-667-93. Pretty sure Nancy kept that in her notes, right? No? She didn't? Okay, you're just supposed to memorize it.
Suppliers. That doesn't sound very helpful. Accounts. That doesn't sound very helpful either. Extract codes. This sounds promising. Shipping. Now that's more like it. Let's see what this place has been sending to whom lately. Looks like a list of substances and the names of the beds containing the plants they came from.
Alright, let's see shipping. So, FERC21.
Biotech? That's who hired Frank and Joe Hardy to check out the Mapus. FERC21 was extracted from an unexpected fortuitous mutation, which I managed to successfully propagate. Have it tested immediately because I do believe this is the one. Mutation, huh? Something tells me that's the plant I need to get a sample from.
Okay, so this is the special plant that they made, and it is FERC21.
Yes, it says here that FERC21 was extracted.
Okay, so it's in bed HH3333.
And according to that note from Dr. Craven, those plants are apparently mutants.
Mutant plants. Okay, and he sent it off to his boss. So the boss of Healy, Crazy Angry Man's boss, is the boss of the Hardy Boys. Uh-oh. Red alert.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to have to stay out of sight from here on out.
So if Nancy gets caught, it's game over.
Hey, you! Stop! Grab him! He's that imposter! All right, you. Hold it right there.
I'm busted.
Darth Vader! No! How did we get busted by Darth Vader? Oh, that's so not cool.
Okay, little plant. This won't hurt a bit.
Hey! You over there! Stop! All right, you. Hold it right there.
Oops.
So this is Darth Vader, you know, when he was in his yellow phase.
Okay, little plant. This won't hurt a bit.
And now we have the plant thing, right? Do we have the plant sample?
Okay, little plant. This won't hurt a bit.
Okay, we have the plant sample, and now, instead of going forward, we need to sneak around here. And then sneak here.
We're still patrolling, but nobody's seen anything. Over.
Now I turn left here and go here. So wait for this guy to be looking to the right. Then sneak past him. And now we're going to wait for him to be looking to this side before we sneak past him.
Waverly here. Haven't seen anything or anyone unusual. Over.
Alright, so we did it! We stole the plant, and we stole the suit. And Nancy is actually never going to return the suit. She's just going to leave with the suit intact. Hey, is Dr. Craven? Oh, he's still sleeping. Let's not wake him up.
What?
Uh-oh.
Who's there?
It's just me, Dr. Craven. Nancy, I just got here.
Oh, well, come on up here. What is it now?
The person who tore apart Dr. Kim's base camp. It was you, wasn't it?
Me? Don't be ridiculous. Why in blazes would I do that?
Come on, Dr. Craven. I know it was you. The page you tore off the front of her clipboard is right over there. Look, I don't want to make trouble for you. I just want to know what's going on.
She's being paid to spy on me. That's what's going on. My employer got wind of it and told me. So I went out to her camp to confront her, only she wasn't there, which made me even more furious. So then I just lost it.
You just had a big temper tantrum?
I've been told I have a slight anger management problem. As for that page you
Slight?
saw, I figured whatever she scribbled on that clipboard was about me. So I ripped it off and stuffed it in my pocket. But when I got back here and really looked at it, I discovered the only thing on it was a bunch of garbage about moth larvae. That's obviously why she had that security pass, so she could sneak in here, that repugnant little snoop. Wait a minute. How did you know that torn page was in the pocket of my lab coat?
I have really good eyes. Listen, I gotta get going. Bye.
I didn't say I saw it inside your lab coat, did I?
What is it now?
I'll go now, but I really appreciate your talking to me.
Back to the salt mines. Hi-ho.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Ooh. Yeah, that was me trying to force that whistling, but I couldn't really do a good job of it. Hi-ho, 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 hum. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. So I can't believe it. Quigley was paid to spy on the Healy Healy? Quigley, you've got some explaining to do. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Now what?
Did you feel that earthquake?
Of course I felt it. It was like an invisible freight train went by.
Have you felt earthquakes like that here before?
This island has not one, but two active or semi-active volcanoes on it, Kilauea and Mauna Loa. The more magma you got moving around down there, the more earthquakes you're gonna have. I felt dozens since I've been here. Little ones, that is. The last one was relatively big, but nothing to worry about.
Have you heard about Kane Okala?
Of course I have. Last time I went into town for my weekly mango shave ice, all people could talk about was how Kane Okala was spotted doing this, or he was heard doing that.
Maybe he's the one who trashed your camp.
What?
Oh, please.
Nancy, you know who trashed her camp. It was Dr. Craven.
I heard this strange whispering noise like the one you described on tape. What do you think is causing it?
Good question. I have this gut feeling that it somehow ties into the Norsa Beta caterpillar bloom. But for the life of me, I cannot think why.
Guess I'm out of here.
Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work, Nancy. My name is Dr. Kim, and I talk like this. Let's call the, Chicago number again. Let's see if we can.
Lifework Biochem? Dr. Kim, you're finally calling?
No, my name is Nancy Drew.
How did you get this number?
Well, you see, Hello? Hello?
So Dr. Kim is never going to explain about how she was spying on Dr. Craven? Really? That seems like a very important plot point that they should have, discussed. Really does seem like something that should have been discussed at one point or another in time. There's that weird whispering again.
There's that weird whispering again.
Okay, so this is how we test it. Healy Healy plant is yellow. Frass is blue.
Uh-oh. The color of the leaf sample from the Healy Healy doesn't match the color of the Frass sample. I guess I better go tell Quigley.
Poor Quigley. Okay, so what am I doing now? I'm going right back to Quigley. This is sort of close to the end of Nancy's segment of the game. Then we're going to go back to the Hardy Boys after this. But this is like, what I was trying to say earlier. With the walk to Quigley, we have to go through about 20 to 30 screens just to get to her, and there's nothing interesting here. It's just walk back and forth between a rock and Quigley. I think it would be better if they put the whatever you call it, these things, the frash jars, in a little loop, say like to the left, so you could either go left to the loop with these frash jars, or you could go straight to Quigley. And that would cut down on some of the backtracking, because you have to go back and forth between the car and Quigley many, many times.
Quigley, can I talk to you? I can't come down right now. The wasps I'm observing are doing some kind of dance, and I'm taking notes. What do you want?
Whatever those caterpillars have been eating is not what Dr. Craven's been growing at the Healy Healy.
The samples didn't match?
No. What should I do now?
Okay, listen up. Open my pack down there, take out the container of canopy samples I've collected, and see if one of them matches the frass sample. Got that?
Got it.
So there's nothing else inside here that we can take which is of interest. Okay, nothing else inside there which is of interest. Now we have to go all the way back. And once we figure this out, I think it's going to be our last time of having fun with Dr. Quigley. Then she's just going to say, you know what, Nancy? I've decided that I'm just going to go away and never talk to you again. I'm Dr. Quigley.
I don't need to analyze that.
Sure you do. Oh, this. This is what you need to analyze. Okay, so what about hibiscus?
Definitely not blue.
Yeah, it's not blue. What about mosquitoes?
That doesn't match.
Breadfruit?
Not a match. Not a match.
So what exactly are these things eating? My goodness, if it's none of these...
That doesn't match. A match. So, looks like those caterpillars have been eating fritillated flag beetles, whatever they are.
So really, I think at this point in the game, have we solved every single mystery? Because I think we kind of have. What mystery is left to be solved? I mean, we figured out who trashed the camp. Yeah. I mean, the only mystery left is what is destroying the pineapple crop, and, well... I mean, you'll see the explanation at the very end of the game. But that's not much of a mystery, really.
Quigley, could you come down here?
Have you got something?
Well, it looks to me like those caterpillars have been eating nothing but fritillated flag beetles.
Fritillated flag beetles? No, that's not possible.
I've never even heard of a fritillated flag beetle.
The fritillated flag beetle is a relatively minor species in this area. But if your analysis is correct, that means they're multiplying at an even greater rate than the Norsabena are. The question is, why? Fame and fortune just got put on hold, Nancy. We can't go public with this until I figure out what the heck is going on.
Where are you going?
Up. I do my best thinking when my feet aren't touching the ground. Don't ask me why. I've carried you long enough, Nancy. You're on your own. Oh, wait a sec. I know what you can do. There's a metal ring inside my pack. I found it at Kapu Cave when I was setting out frass traps. Maybe you can figure out what it's for. Darn thing's got me stumped.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Is Big Island Mike a smuggler? Yes, that is the only mystery left. The mystery of whether or not Big Island Mike can see his feet. He cannot, okay? Oh, and somebody's mentioning that Nancy's resume must look good. I don't know, I mean... What job is she going to get? You know, I had an internship cleaning out frash jars for an entomologist. She's not going to get a job in big business just because she has that experience, right? Where's Kapu Cave? Here it is. Oh, unpaid internships. The only type of internships which seem to exist. Like, does the employer's like, well, I could pay somebody to do this job, or I could call it an internship and not pay them. Yeah, that's what always happens.
A nose ring, of course.
Of course. Okay, so we figured out that Dr. Craven is the crazy creature which destroyed the camp. The creature,
his teeth now.
The creature which was never actually at Kapu Cave. So now we want one of all of these creatures. So this is an eel, and then this is going to be a turtle, and this is a puzzle. You need to figure out where things can go, because let's see, you can have a turtle here or here. So that's how it works. Yeah, we spent this entire game talking about Big Island
I
Mike.
better call and tell
Clearly
Frank.
the most interesting character in the game, Big Island Mike.
You have reached Joe Hardy and or Frank Hardy. Only we're not available.
At the tone, please leave a message.
Frank, it's Nancy. Hey, remember that creepy face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on his teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up. And I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
I think Nancy's just teasing the Hardy Boys at this point. Hey, I'm solving an awesome mystery, but you're not. Ha ha! Too bad to be you.
Phew, I feel like I'm in a sauna. That's lava. No wonder it's so hot in here.
So this is a pretty neat puzzle. It's not the best puzzle, but I like it. Ooh, can I escape from the cave?
Looks like the only way I can go is deeper into the cave.
Wait, the cave closed behind me? Not good. Okay, well, this puzzle's not too difficult. You need to jump from rock to rock. And here, at this point, Nancy dies. And people in the studio audience are debating what sort of job you would get after cleaning trash jars. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if you work at, you work at a restaurant and you're the person who washes dishes, maybe. But you generally don't get internships to prepare for dishwashing as a career. Just saying. So here with this puzzle, you need to figure out the elements. Hooray! So this is, let me see. We have the whistling, we have the big ears. And then we have water. Then we have light. And whistling wind. Now we have crumbling rock and that sort of thing. So we press the things in the order that we saw them. I think. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is such a complicated series of puzzles. Who set up this series of puzzles for Nancy to solve? I don't know.
Well, I can't get out that way, that's for sure. Looks like I'll just have to keep walking.
I guess the ancient Hawaiians set this up.
I wonder if these pictures tell some kind of story.
Hooray, hooray, hooray! And really, dangerous for Nancy to be jumping over rocks in a volcano. So this is what happens when you get the puzzle wrong. Nancy Drew is crushed by a big, giant, crushing rock.
I wonder if these pictures tell some kind of story.
And this is a story about the formation of the Hawaiian Islands. Isn't that nice? At least I think it is. It could be a story about where turtles come from, too. So now this one is going slow. It's going slow instead of dropping immediately, so Nancy has time to escape to the right. Meanwhile, with the Hardy Boys...
face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on his teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up, and I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
If the pictures on that old current chart helped her, maybe whatever she just did to open up that face will somehow help me.
Yeah, Nancy Drew is cooler than Indiana Jones. Wiki-tiki, wahoo. Let's play the game, because it's fun.
Want something else?
No.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
So this game is basically rock, paper, scissors. Okay, blue beats red, and... what am I doing here? How do I play this game? And? No, seriously, how do I play this game? Huh. Do you people in the studio audience know how to play this game? A wiki-tiki, a wahoo, a wiki-tiki, a hahoo. I don't know what to do. I can only click on the white buttons and it switches. Set, wiki. Ready, set, okay, I'm gonna go with red. Oh, that's it? I have to go back and forth between the two very, very quickly. And now I vote for red. I win! What do I get? Okay, which one do I pick this time? Green.
Computer.
Let's go with blue, because I haven't picked it before.
Computer.
Let's go with red.
Computer.
Oh, I lose. Okay, so it's best 2 out of 3. I'm going with red again.
Computer.
So I win, right? Or is it best out of 4? A wahoo.
Computer.
Oh, I lose. Okay, don't worry. Blue.
Computer.
Blue again, blue again, blue again. Gotta be blue. I win! What do I win?
Hey, how about that? I won something.
A shark tooth. Pretty cool.
Want something else?
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Nice, and you can also pay for this to learn about Hawaii stuff. Yay, Hawaii stuff. But it costs Big Island bucks, and so I don't pay that money, because that's like actual money. I've got 22 Hawaiian Big Island Mike bucks. Do I still have my snorkeling stuff? I still do.
Oh, yeah. this is real useful.
What? No, it's great. I'm gonna put it on Nancy's desk for, like, the next 5 games in the series. And if you get 19 Big Island bucks, you get this fish attractor. It cuts down on the amount of time you spend fishing. So instead of having to wait like 10 times for the bobby thing to pick up a fish,
Hey, what's going on?
you have to wait like 1 to 2 times. And I won something for once in my life. Hooray. Let's call Akins.
Richard Akins,
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy again.
what have you found out?
Pua says her father has been acting very secretive lately. Says he may be hiding something in an underground chamber.
Hiding something? Hiding what?
I knew you were gonna ask me that.
For crying out loud, Frank, find out! The press is actually starting to listen to that blowhard.
What blowhard?
Never mind. I'll thank you not to call me again unless and until you have found out what Mapu is up to.
Oh, but I thought we were going to confront him about the fact that he is actually financing stuff. Let's call Kudo again.
Richard Akins,
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy again.
what have you found out?
Just calling to say hi.
I am a very busy man, Mr. Hardy. I do not want to hear from you unless you have something to report, which had better be soon. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Jeez, angry men everywhere in this game. Okay. Now we can actually... Where's that chart? Now we can follow the chart. So it's eel, shark. This is the answer to the puzzle that Nancy had. And this is going to be a snorkeling puzzle. So basically endgame sequence here.
That eel.
You want to click on the things in the proper order. So it's eel and then shark. Then Mr. Turtle and then the octopus.
Whoa!
Porcupine fish.
Whoa!
Crab.
Whoa!
Then urchin and manta ray. Sea urchin here.
Whoa!
The chamber Pua told me about must be in there.
And the chamber is part... Whoa! Indiana Jones! Run, Indy! Run! So this is bad luck because now we can't escape. It perfectly fills the hole leading to the chamber. Okay, we climb up here, and this looks familiar. Oh, this is where Nancy was just moments ago. Can we escape through here? No. Well, can we climb up here? Alright, we found the alternate route to the chamber. And escape here. For some reason, it's not working right now. Okay. And this is where Nancy should be. Hi, Nancy! I don't see her anywhere. And what's this small, tiny thingy? I don't know. Let's ignore it. Oh, I can't escape through there either? Where do I escape? Oh, here we go. So, to bring an end to the game, what you have to do is take a look at this thing here.
Holy cow, those things are covered with tiny beetles. Man, whatever's inside those canisters, those beetles are going for it. Big time.
Frank, what are you doing here?
Well, Pua sent me. She gave me a map. What is all this?
A huge, terrible mistake, that's what it is. I've made Pele mad.
Dad? How did you get in here?
I finally found a lava tube that bypasses the main tunnel.
Pua, you followed me?
I had to find another way in here. So I let you figure out that chart, and then, yes, I followed you.
It's over, Pua. I'm dumping those things right now.
Dad, no! We're in too deep. We've got to go through with it now.
Wait a minute. You're in this whatever it is together?
If and when the Healy Center shuts down, the landed zone reverts to us. Land we could turn right around and sell to developers. So I used Johnny Kudo to steal us some chemicals that would make insects start destroying the pineapples. And made it sound like Kane Okala was back to keep people out of the jungle so they wouldn't see us spraying. And then we spread the rumor that whatever was killing the pineapples was the Healy's fault.
My father owes a lot of money to some really bad people. That's why we did it. And if you could just not tell anyone about this, everything will be fine.
No, Pua. Pelly destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop. No, Pua. Pelly destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop.
It's Frank.
No, Pua. It's over. The earthquake was a warning. This isn't right, and if we don't stop next, she'll destroy us.
Uh-oh.
You see?
Oh no, he's gonna fall! Oh no, don't fall on Frank! Ow!
Frank, are you alright?
Hey, Nance. Yeah, I guess I'm okay. Be kinda nice to get back on solid ground, though. Any ideas?
Jump from rock to rock and head for the stairs in front of you. The ones behind Big Island Mike. But be careful. A rock that's there 1 minute may not be there the next.
Wow. Nancy gives instructions to the puzzle
Hurry,
in a
Frank.
very
Big
stilted
Island Mike's
way.
heading for the other set of stairs. If he gets out before you do, he'll get away.
So yeah, so we just learned a bunch of information, which would have been nice to learn earlier, you know, like, not at the very end of the game. Apparently they own the land the Healy is on. Craziness. So whenever Big Island Mike jumps, some things disappear. And this is a random puzzle. we need to escape before Big Island Mike eats Frank. So Frank, please escape. Oh hey, I think I can escape. This looks pretty good. This looks promising. Although, how do I make things appear in front of the exit? Because I don't see any. Oh no. Yeah, this isn't very good. It's just sort of randomizing. It's just all about luck. And Big Island Mike needs to really stop jumping, because he's going to cause an earthquake. Big Island Mike quake is what I call it. Meanwhile, Pua's standing around doing nothing. Well, I don't think Nancy could get down and help, but she's not really doing anything either. Nancy, you need to help. So how do I make a brick appear in front of the exit? Because, I think I've tried every brick here. Let's try this. What if I go down left here, and then go up? Oh, I can't go up. Whoa! Hey, there we go, we have the thing which appeared. Okay, great. So now we can go to that middle piece right there. Now that there's a pathway which actually leads us to the exit. And please don't disappear. Yay! I win! Hooray! So why can Frank not use the stairs behind him? I don't know.
Oh, man. I've never been so glad to see solid ground in my life. Nice work, Nance.
Tell that to them. All the time we spent on this thing wasted. I should have just gone surfing.
And I should have just gone with you.
And now Nancy explains the
Big
entire
Island Mike
game.
and Pua finally made it to safety, and all of us managed to get out of the cave using the lava tube that Mike had discovered. Much to their credit, he and Pua turned themselves in immediately, although it took a while for the authorities to figure out exactly what to charge them with. As for what they had done, here's how Big Island Mike explained it. Desperate to pay off the loan sharks to whom he owed a lot of money, Big Island Mike remembered something. The land the Healy Healy Research Facility was on used to belong to his aunt. She willed it to the foundation that built the facility with the stipulation that the land would go to Mike if and when the Healy Healy ever closed its doors. And so he set out to force the Healy Healy out of business, knowing that once the land was his, he could sell it and pay off all his debts. First, capitalizing on what he knew about pineapples, he used to work for a pineapple grower. Big Island Mike hired Johnny Kudo to steal canisters of pheromones for him. He knew that when sprayed in the jungle, these pheromones would cause an explosion in the population of the tiny and normally benign fritillated flag beetle. To lower their risk of being seen, the Mapus spread the rumor that Connie Ocala was once again prowling the island. Then they sprayed the chemicals, and soon fritillated flag beetles were everywhere. Dr. Kim finally figured out that the weird whispering noise I had heard was the beetles rubbing their little legs together in some kind of greeting ritual. Soon, the beetle larvae, which are practically microscopic, started feeding on the local pineapples. And when it became apparent that something strange was going on with the pineapple crop, the Mapus began circulating the rumor that the Healy Healy was to blame. And their plan almost worked. The rumor made one of the Healy Healy's current owners, Richard Akins, so nervous that he hired the Hardy Boys to dig up something, anything that he could use to discredit the Mapus and shut them up. And if word had gotten out that Malachi Craven, who it turns out is the one who tore Dr. Kim's camp up in a fit of anger mismanagement, was working with plant mutations, public pressure may have indeed caused the Healy Healy to close its doors. But thanks to Frank and Joe and Dr. Kim and yours truly, the Mapus plot was exposed, and the fritillated flag beetle population quickly fell to its normal size, as did that of the Norsobeta odorata moth. So, how did I spend the rest of my time on the Big Island? Well, let's just say when it comes to cleaning frass jars, I am an expert.
Oh, Nancy. So that is it for Nancy Drew, Creature of Kapu Cave, the game in which the plot doesn't make so much sense, because Nancy has to explain it at the very end, yeah. You know, those things really should have been part of the actual game itself. Just saying.
Bad things have been happening to the guests at Icicle Creek Lodge. They come for winter fun, like ice skating, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing. But some leave, fearing for their lives.
Oh, my life!
Of course, the lodge is located deep in the wilds of the Canadian Rockies.
Ooh, Canada.
It is the dead of an unusually cold, snowy winter.
Brr, it's cold.
Is the lodge simply unlucky? Is it the target of some mysterious curse?
Oh.
Is someone behind these strange events?
Very strange.
Or does it have something to do with the elusive wolf that haunts the hills, howling before each new disaster? Help me
disastrous.
find out in my next adventure.
Ooh, I like adventures.
White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Ooh, sounds like howling good fun, it does. So yeah, you know, at the end, I think some of the things you can find out ahead of time. Some of the things are optional. So learning that Big Island Mike worked at the Pineapple Corporation, that was optional. You might not have gotten it when you played the game. Finding out that Dr. Craven destroyed Quigley's camp, that was also optional. What was Quigley doing spying on Dr. Craven? That's never explained, so... but hey, Hardy Boys are nice, right? Hardy Boys are in this game. And we have a Hawaiian consultant for the music. Wow, same guy did Richard Akins, the pawnbroker, Johnny Kudo, and one of the Yellow Suit Guards. Basically, the phone companion of this game was Don Rivera. And Mr. Krollmeister did the gate guard. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching my live playthrough of Nancy Drew, Creature of Kapu Cave. We're halfway through the series, believe it or not. This is game number 15, and game number 30 comes out this year, so we're like halfway through the series. Pretty amazing, right? Oh, so somebody in the studio audience is saying that, hey, Dr. Quigley was spying on Dr. Craven because she thought he was hurting the ecosystem? Really something which should have been explained in the game. That I will accept that as a reason for why she was spying on him. Definitely.